All right. The use of fear in politics. So, I'm not even going to name this guy anymore. Y'all know I'm pretty sure who I'm talking about. You could argue that I'm probably living rent-free. And it is windy. Okay, well, we're going to keep going anyway. So, he was saying, basically talking about how certain elements of the right still support the idea that Russia is going to invade the United States or something like that, and why Russia is still winning. And I think that, number one, I don't think that's the complete view of the right. The view is, as many lefties see it, as multipolarity. And he's touched on this point, this particular commentator, but he's kind of spoken about it in hushed tones, if you will. And this idiot, look at this. That is... okay. Anyway. But, he was talking about how the right is using it because they fear Russia invading the United States. That's not, I mean, maybe that's sort of the boomer libertarian view to a point, but the elements of the right that I fuck with, necessarily, are, like, yeah, Russia is part of the multipolar world helping to take down the gay, right? The gay American empire. Now, I haven't heard him mention this and anything else, but the thing is, though, here's my point. I just want to say how he was wrong on that point and kind of explain their actual thinking. But the real view is that the left uses fear as well. They use the fear of, Christofascism, the return to a worse time, right? They fear like a time when the Ku Klux Klan could come out and, kill 3 civil rights workers down in Mississippi, right? That's what they fear. Of course, the reality is that the left really doesn't have any strength per se, because nobody really wants to be a full-on lefty. They may support BLM, but I think that BLM, of course, has run out of steam, generally speaking, especially after the massive amounts of money. Something like, maybe I'm getting it mixed up. I think 40 million has disappeared, something like that. Some ridiculous number. But my point is that everybody uses fear. They all use fear. It just depends on what sort of fear it is. They don't really see it as being a bad thing, though. They just see it as, this is what we need to rile up our base. Period. End of story. So, I just think it's ridiculous to be like, oh, well, the right uses fear to do that. So do you. You fear the idea of, like, some sort of mystical Christofascism taking over the United States, if it hasn't already. I don't know. Like I say, it's just a real ridiculous thing. Anyway, I think that's all I got. See you later. Goodbye.